we're going to open the public hearing on the solar law. So far, we've had, I think, 4 public hearings and public information meetings on our solar law. We've been working on it now for probably 8, maybe 9 months. What it does is it has up to the focus group that spends a great deal of their time on a monthly basis, going over other laws, picking one, working off of that one to come up with the best law for us. This is what started here from the planning board. The planning board went through the same thing, made their recommendations. They made it public at a couple of meetings. The public is definitely giving us opinions, and a lot of changes were made. We have a consultant who has worked on this project still about the middle of the project, and has made many recommendations, has run these public hearings. Unfortunately, he cannot be here this evening. So I'll do the best I can. I can answer any questions the best I can. I've really gone through just about every iteration we can on this project, and it's trying to proceed. There are still some changes that can be made if people have any suggestions for where we are, but it would be nice to go through the super process tonight and maybe even pass the law itself tonight. Keep in mind on this law, if there is anybody who is disabled, anybody who has a particular situation where the law just doesn't work for them, the zoning board of appeals can always be applied. If you have a very, very long, skinny piece of property, for example, and you can't get a 100-foot buffer on each side of the solar collector and make it work, the ZBA can take a look at that situation, look at where the neighbors are, and can make a decision that makes sense for the town. There is also the possibility that if you're inundated with requests, not just because it's done this way at this time doesn't mean it has to be done. We have put the law up on our website. It's been up there for about a week. It's for consideration. Please take time if there's anything that you would suggest, any comments that you might have on where we stand.
So Supervisor, I think we've pretty much worked pretty hard on that law together, all of us, and I think it should be nice.
There are towns out there that put a solar law out there specifically to avoid solar process. And you look at the state recommendations, especially if you have a solar collector nearby. And I don't think either one of those is correct. And it's trying to do it all in the right condition. We do have an awful lot of farm fields and available areas where they might make sense. There's a lot of them in residential, at least the way it's written, it has quite a lot of them in residential areas. Trying to be both legally and conservative in the sense, because of the numbers involved, we can't set the permit process that has to go through, up the permit process of the planning board for every single small solar collector that might happen somewhere in town. So that makes the conservative process of getting the permit somewhere steadier. But if you're going to put up a utility permit, it's an operating permit, which is when the way the operating supposed to be part of the process for modification. All that being said, I would open it up to questions from any members of the board.
I have just a comment. I know that a lot of this came to the forefront because of the situation on Ward Road, and I don't want to steal Mr. Schroeder's thunder, so I know he wants to give us a comment. I may have some comments after he's done, but the situation that arose on Ward Road, it kind of opened us up to what can and cannot happen, or what we'd like to see in the town. So I'll wait to see what he has to say, and then I may have more.
If we need to make changes to this down the road, and chances are we may after we do adopt it, whenever that happens, does it have to, I guess Matt Brooks and our town attorney, would we have to go through another public hearing and process to make any little changes to this?
Once the law is created, any amendment, even no matter how minor, would be considered an amendment and to the local law. We would have to. It might not necessarily be as long a procedure as we've gone through thus far with numerous public hearings, but any change to the law would, amending the law would require a new public hearing and an amendment to the law. So you would have that procedure.
I did call our building inspector today. I wanted to ask him about the electrical inspections on this. I would assume that they'd have to have some, because it's going into the grid or not going into the grid, there's gonna be electrical. I just wanted to see how his department was impacted, but, he didn't call me back, so I don't know if anybody knows the answers to that question.
Subject to fees, we haven't even started to address it, and we don't have to have fees for all of these things to happen. If we don't pass it soon, it's gonna still be another fee thing, another opportunity for people to go out, get their contracts, and get things done this year. That's why it's sort of pushing it along, trying to get it done, so those people who do want to put these systems up and have the right systems up, have the opportunity.
So fees would be something that would come after this?
Fees would have to be another thing that we have to get on issue, but a fee would not be a law, so that could be a simple motion by the board.
Okay.
So then we'll open up to the floor. Any questions from the floor on the solar law? Kevin, that's all you got to do.
Yes, hi. I have no problem with the farm field for the farm ones.
Excuse me, just for the record, because it's being recorded, your name and address.
Daniel Schroeder, 6421 Ward Road. My issue is with the residential. You've changed everything around since November, the paperwork from November all the way to January. It went from having a 20,000 square foot property and allowing a 750 square foot solar panel. The property that's next to me only has a 15 by 20 foot. That this is going to be 15 by 50 you're going to allow as an accessory structure. That's ridiculous. That's 2.5 times the size of the one there. Everyone here has already said they wouldn't want that on their next to their yard. My problem with that is you don't have, you're filing for a $25 accessory structure permit. What's the property value on the other neighbors on the other side? Our property values are going to drop because of this. Who's going to want to look at this giant structure? And then well, if you look, there's been other cases in Maine, Connecticut, that the property owners have filed suit against the town and the property owners and have won on that. For property value depreciation, they're going 20% of their property value they're losing because of that. And it's ridiculous, the size of it. You're giving it a 10-foot off of the property line for this big of a structure. It's not a garage, it's not a shed, it's industrial looking, and why would we have to want to look at this when we spend $300,000 on a house to look at this? It's just ridiculous. Well, from what it looks like, yeah, I know, and I got injured in August, so I haven't been able to go to any of their meetings. I'm going for surgery in February, so this is the only one that I've been able to come to. But my problem with this is you went from 20,000 square foot, which is just over a half an acre of property, to 16,000 just to fit his property in it, because that's what this does. It's almost considered like spot zoning right now to put him in, so he's grandfathered in. Yeah, exactly. But the problem is you're going 2.5 times the size of his solar panel on a smaller lot, and you already have a house on the lot, plus probably a garage. So you're going to jam in up to a 750 square foot solar panel on the ground in that property? What about green space? There should be an allotment for green space.
Can you come to the microphone, please?
Deborah Fidel, 297 Kruger Road. I was here for the original meeting too, and when the man presented everything, he presented very quickly. I did not understand what he was saying at all, and I'm sure the people that were here did not understand either. So at the end, I said in plain language, tell me, my lot is 80 by 220. All the lots on our road that are close to us are that. So you're saying that the ground-mounted solar panel would be 10 feet away from my lot line? Is that correct, or 5 feet? I thought it was 5 feet. I thought you changed it to sheds. So I don't understand that. I don't know what you're saying. Explain that to me. Correct. Okay, so it would be 10 feet now. 10 feet. All right. All right. So on my property, I could put up a fence if I did not want to look at that. You're not going to restrain me from not putting up a fence. Okay. Okay. So we could put up a fence if we wanted to. So now we're saying that people who have ground-mounted solar panels are happy, but maybe the neighbors are not. So in Wheatfield, instead of having that open backyard, which we all have now, we're going to be seeing more fences. Also, what if you're working in your yard and your lawnmower kicks up a stone and breaks or damages the solar panel? Who's responsible? Me as the property owner, because I'm cutting my grass and all of a sudden something flies up and hits it?
And that certainly can vary. I mean, there's issues with regard to negligence. That is.
So I would be negligent because my lawnmower accidentally kicked up a stone and damaged the solar panel?
I didn't say that. I said there are issues with regard to negligence that on any particular case, every case has its own circumstances. You can't have a blanket rule that you might or you might not. I don't know. Just like if your lawnmower picks up a rock and hits the window or hits whatever, there might be cases where you might, there might be cases where you're not. You can't really just give a blanket ruling to factual patterns and dates. I mean, it's too broadly covered.
Okay. And I just think the sad part is I wish more people from our community would come to the meetings and hear what's going on, because now you're going to vote it in, and you're going to have a lot of unhappy people again.
Another thing is, you're not allowed to obstruct the solar panel. So they're going to you're going to be trying to control from the base of the solar panel. Technically, from what I've been told by CIR, it's 17 feet from the base of the solar panel to anything 11'4". If you cannot use that part of your yard then. So you're going to be limiting people, even though you have the double the setback, that's 10 feet. I have 5 feet. If I want to put a shed up, then I'm limited to my height or anything I want to do with my property there.